So while I'm just talking to myself and getting a little irritated with this live streaming, I when I live stream, oh, this is just a complaint. This is just a complaint session. Um, when I live stream, I go through Hangouts, but they say now that Hangouts is going to be no longer available after August 1st. So I need to learn how to use something else other than Hangouts, or my live streams will be a thing of the past. By the way, I am working on just pages for my journal, my next journal that I'm putting together. I finished one. I have an auction. I decided I'll have an auction. I'm going to auction off my journal. Don't know how that'll work, but you know, if it works, it works. If it don't works, it don't works. Ah, gosh, it's $3.40 in the AM. Now I'm starting to get tired. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure this out. I cannot figure out how to use um how I'm going to live stream after the whatever I just said quits working. Oh goodness, that was yawning. So if any of you smart people, this is for smart people, if you know how that works, because I do what it says. It says, okay, you click on the live stream thing up in the front, up on the top. Okay, so I did that. And then and then it says to I click on that, and then it says to, oh, what did it say? Oh, goodness sakes. And it says to do something else, and I do something else. And then it goes to where you put in the title of your live stream and that kind of thing. And then you click to live stream, but then it says to allow your webcam and your microphone to allow it to work. And so, but I have it allowed to work, but when it says that on there, there's no like option to go click and allow it to work. It just says it on there. It just says it. And the rest of the screen is like blacked out. And so that's what gives me a problem. That's where my problem arises, is right there in the moment. Live in the moment, it says right here. Live in the moment. Um, it's already, because like it's working right now. Hello, hello, hello. See, it's there. It's working. And it's working, but for some reason in my for some reason it won't let me. It says that what I just said, that you have to allow. Oh, good grief, I'm yawning. This isn't going to be a good video. I don't ever make good videos. Who am I trying to impress? I'm not trying to impress anybody. But anyhow, it's in the middle of the night. I didn't want to talk to myself because people think I'm losing my mind. Well, actually, all the people in the house are asleep. Well, the only people in the house is the hubster. So But he's asleep, so I can't complain to him because he's sleeping. And so then what do? I don't know. So then I just glue stuff. So I'm making this journal. This is another cinch journal because that's what I'm doing these days, is making cinch journals. 5x7 cinch journals. So right now I'm just gluing stuff on pages for some unknown reason. Well, the reason is to make them beautiful. Beautiful is what I want. And beautiful is what I will get. Now, so I'm putting decorations on pages like this. See, so like this will be a page. Turn like that. So I'm putting a lot of different edges on some of the pages here and there and everywhere. And so the pages will be pretty because I'm into pretty. Oh, I already said that part. Okay. Did you turn off your camera yet? I mean your V. This is not going well. This is not going well. I was gonna say, did you turn me off yet? That's what I was gonna say. Did you turn me off? Because you should, because I'm not making any sense. I think what I should do is just go back to bed and see if I can sleep some more, because this is not working for me. I'm going to take some of these out to the sewing machine and sew edges on these pages. So I just got a bunch of pages here, and then I make a whole bunch of pages. I might end up with 200 pages stacked up here. Well, they don't all go in one journal. I'll pick and choose which pages are going to go in this journal. And then some of the pages will also get like pockets on them and tuck spots on them and maybe some little quotes on them. But I just make this stack of pages first so that I have that part done. And these are only mismatched journals, no theme. I'm not good in that theme thing. Some people, they make their whole albums into themes, but I have no themes. I am so eclectic that I have no themes in mind ever. I'm just into stuff, like pretty stuff and beautiful stuff and gorgeous stuff. And it doesn't match. You know, I have that attention deficit disorder. I just now have diagnosed myself with that. I decided that's what I have. That's my excuse. That's my excuse for being so scatterbrained. That's my excuse right there. Are you still here? Okay, good. Glad you're still here. I know you're still here because if you weren't still here, you wouldn't have heard me just say that thing. So yeah, that what I just said. So yeah, that's how life's going on right now here at Spring Hill, Florida. It's dark outside. Well, of course it's dark outside. The dogs woke us up earlier. Bark, 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 bark outside. You know, they're not really outside. They're in the doghouse, but the doghouse is Their sleeping quarters is on the back porch. But we have trouble around here every once in a while. Rats come into the neighborhood, and they're outside, but still we don't want them on the porch. And so we do not want rats on the porch. Rats are not good. They're not nice. They're not good. They carry germs. And so we have rat traps out there. And every once in a while, we catch a rat. But if a rat is in the rat trap, I know now you're turning the computer off. If the rat's in the rat trap, the dogs know it right away. And they'll start barking. They woke up. They started barking. And they woke me up. And I said, Papa, we have a rat. I knew we did because the dogs were barking. They won't bark unless a rat is in the trap. So he gets up out of the bed and he gets dressed and he goes outside with his little flashlight. And sure enough, we had a rat in the trap. And so he went and let the rat out and did what he had to do with the rat. So the rat is now in rat heaven. I mean, I think rats should be allowed to live. If you ever look at them in their little cute little faces, they really are cute. But you know what? They chew things up. They go out there and they'll chew a hole in the feed can, in the feed basket. They'll go chew a hole in there, and they'll go chew a hole in there, just like they own it. They don't own it. It's my feed. It's not my feed. It belongs to the animals. But they will get in there and eat that feed. They'll chew a hole in it. And then because we got like chicken food in the trash can. And we keep it in the trash can. That's with a nice fitting lid to keep bugs out or something. I don't know why we put it in there. It's just better in there. And doggone it all anyway, if them rats won't chew holes in them. And I used to have birds on my back porch, but rats would get in there and get the birds. See, the rats, we live out in the country, so you're going to have rats. Our neighbors, our very close neighbors that are close in proximity, they have a lot of chickens and goats and stuff. And so they keep a lot of feed out. And there's like a lot of times feed is just out for their animals to eat. And well, that attracts even more rats. There used to be, so he catches his too, and he kind of tries to keep the population down. And he catches his and disposes of them. And but see, behind us, there used to be a lot of acreage that was just forest back when Buck was a calf. I mean, back in the olden days when we first moved out here, back in like, well, we've been out here 45 years. Next month, it'll be 45 years that we've been here. And it's an agricultural area, so there's a lot of animals, a lot of farm animals, and a lot of feed outside, where their people feed their. And so then at night when the rats come out to play, then they're looking for something to eat. And yeah, so they come. We don't like them. We don't like them to be in our house. Well, they're not in the house, but they might sneak in the door. If we're walking in, maybe they'll sneak in the door. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. I don't have conversations with them. And so then the truth of the matter is we don't want the rats. So, yeah, that's true. We just don't want them. We just do not want them. And so that's the rat story. Well, let's stop with the rat story now because the rat is now gone. Dogs are sleeping. They notified us. They're good dogs. Good dogs. Good little dogs. So, okay, can I tell you anything else? Um, oh, we found out what was wrong with the truck. So we've got all new spark plugs. One spark plug was missing completely or something. It wasn't missing, it was there, but it was like dead, sort of like the rat. And so now we have a new spark plug in that spot, but it's still missing. So that means it needs some kind of a coil. So we had to go buy a coil. $80. Can you believe it? $80 for car part. I guess it could have been worse. It could have been $82. It's not $82. It's just $80. And $80. So we bought that. What the heck? So there goes my craft supply money. Papa didn't have it in his account. I said, okay, I've got $80. I will cough up my $80. And so then I will not buy any craft supplies at all this month. Poor me. Poor me. No craft supplies for the old lady. But that's okay. We've got what we need to make the truck work. So, so that's all good in the hood. And that's what we want, is things to be good in the hood, you know. We don't want things to be bad in the hood because it wouldn't rhyme. And so yeah. So I'm gonna punch holes in these pages and make them into a journal. Aren't those pretty? These are all out of that book I was cutting apart. And this butterfly's got some kind of a disease. What's this? Here, let's put this one on here. Actually, this will be a very cute book. I finished one. Can't believe I actually finished something, because finishing something and me usually don't go in the same paragraph ever, because I'm not a good finisher. I'm not a good finisher. And so, but right now all I'm doing is going through pages, gluing things on them, just so that there's a little decoration. And I'm using what I have right here on my desk. And so I'm just making one page, and then I make another page, and then I do another page. They're all different. They're all different. They're none of them the same. But I like these orchids. I've never grown any orchids, but that's what these are, is orchids right here. That's what those are. Let me see. Orchids. We like them, the orchids. We like the orchids. Put some on here. My eclectic monstrosity of a book. Somebody will like it, though. I know they will. People like my stuff. I make stuff, and I think, oh my gosh, that's so goofy. And then and then this ruler is not right, because that is not 6 inches. It's only 5.5. But yeah, people like them, and then I get all giddy. Says, I can't believe they like that. But they do. They like it, and so I'm happy that they like it. Really, I do like my stuff. I used to complain that I didn't like my stuff, but then, I make something, and then I make something, and then I don't like it. In fact, I just today, my son called me. He needs an album for a baby girl because a friend of his at church, they just had a baby girl yesterday, and so he wants to give him one of my photo albums. Well, I had an order. Gosh, it's been like a couple years ago, I think, for a baby album. And I finally told the girl I can't do it. I was putting one together and I didn't like it. It just was not turning out. And it, I called her. I said, I'm going to have to just cancel on you because this is just not working for me. And so she said, oh, that's okay. I'll just go get an album at the store somewhere, see if I can find one on Etsy. And so that worked out okay for her. And so then I just put that album on the shelf. Now, yesterday, when my son called me and said he needed an album, I said, well, I have a baby girl album that I was working on. And that one's already got something on it. This one, these here, I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to use these or not. I think we'll just put them this here. Okay, this is what I can do. Um, these are fragile papers. I'm going to fold this down. I'll make a pocket out of this. Pocket. So I took that off the shelf and I started looking at it and I said, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I was surprised at how beautiful it was. It was just absolutely gorgeous. And I said, why did I not use this and send it off to this poor girl that wanted one? And I didn't like it at all. And now I look at it and it is beautiful. And so how come it was not beautiful? And then it sat on the shelf for a couple years and then got beautiful. I don't understand it. I don't understand how I think that in that direction. But I did. But now I'm going to send it to him. I says, I'll send it to you if you just pay the shipping. He says, how much are you charged for me? I started at $75. And I said, I'll give it to you for $75. He goes, $75? You're my mother. I said, okay, $50. He says, okay, $50. Will you take time payments? Well, when I thought about that, when he said that, I remembered the time we sold him a Cadillac. Well, it was not a new Cadillac. It was an old Cadillac. Oh, no, it wasn't a Cadillac. It was Lincoln. And we sold him the Lincoln because he had come down with friends. Because at the time he was living in Mississippi. And he came down with some friends. And at the time I had lizards. Or they were geckos, or they were, iguanas. That's what they were, because I said to my husband once, we was at the flea market, and some girl had an iguana on her shoulder. I said, that is so cool. I thought it was the coolest thing in ever. Well, the next day when I got home from work, there on my dining room table was an aquarium with 2 iguanas in it. Because my hubster thought, well, if I just love them iguanas, I should have some. So he went and bought 2 baby iguanas. 2 baby iguanas. And so I did not really mean I wanted an iguana. I just thought they were really cool. But I pretended that I was all excited, and and I took care of them for a while. I mean, I took care of them. But then it was then that my son come down, and he says, "Those are such cool iguanas." I said, "You can have them." By that time, I'd had them about a year. I said, you can have them. Take them home with you. He goes, I would, but I'd take them home with me, but I'm riding with friends, so I can't hardly take an iguana. I says, oh, I can take care of that. Well, we had this we had just bought a new, well, not a new car, but it was new to us. And so then we weren't driving the Lincoln anymore. It was old. I don't remember what year it was, but it was old. And we weren't driving then anymore. I said, we'll sell you that Lincoln out there, and then you can just drive the Lincoln home, and then you've got a place for the iguanas. I wanted rid of them iguanas. He says, well, how much you want for the Lincoln? I said, $5. He says, well, can you take time payments? You know, this is my son. You got to understand, my son, the redneck. I says, yeah, you can pay it in time, $5. And so we signed the title over to him and everything, and was happy to when he got ready to go, he got ready to go and loaded up them iguanas, and I was happy. Boy, was I happy to get rid of those monsters. And I named them Lenny and Denny, you know. Now, Lenny and Denny was my iguanas. But so he took them home. And then I had to actually remind him after he was home like 6 months. I says, child of mine, do you not realize you owe me $5? I said, send it to me when you got your money, but you can't tell me that you've been there 6 months back home and you ain't come across $5. You owe me $5 for the Lincoln. He goes, oh, I forgot. Likely story. Oh, I got a pocket on this side already too. Now I got a pocket on that side too. And so fine. Oh, this isn't gonna get no pocket, and that ain't gonna get no pocket. And this is gonna be okay. Let's see, what should we do here? Not pretty. I love. Oh, that one's prettier on that side. That one's pretty on that side. Should I make 2 pockets out of that? I think I will. Because I already got it folded in half and glued. So I'll cut this. And so, yeah, so he finally paid for the Lincoln. Then he complained about 4 years later, after he said the Lincoln quit running. He complained because it quit running. I said, $5 Lincoln. $5 Lincoln. I realized it had a bashed in fender, but don't you give me no complaints that it quit running. He says, you don't have any more cars just in the yard looking for a new home, do you? And I said, nope, sorry. We're fresh out of Lincolns. So anyway, I got rid of my lizards, Lenny and Denny. He kept them for a long time, but then he was moving because he's like a gypsy. Holy smokes. That boy's lived in probably every state in the union. He's my boy, though. He's my boy. I'm glad he's my boy and nobody else's. Anybody else would have killed him by now. I'm sure they would have ended his life. Oh, God. Gotta love him. I gave birth to him, too. Jeez. I gave birth to him. This here journal's going to have a lot of orchids in it. Are y'all still watching at 28 minutes and 57 seconds? I'm fixing to go back to bed. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if that'll glue on. Oh, no, I'm not going to put that on that piece of that. I want a piece of something else. Oh, I want a piece of this. Inked up paper. Oh, that's what I want to do. I was going to paint with coffee. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Well, actually, it'll be today. Because what time is it now? 4:08. Oh, that's funny. It's 4:08. That's our address, 4:08. Okay. But anyhow. Oh, look at this little ladybug. I got to glue that on. I'll glue that ladybug on this page right here. There we go. So, see how much thought I put into stuff? I got a whole stack of pages over there. And what I'll do is I'll just, out of my whole stack, I'll just pick out different. See, that one's already got holes in it, ready to go in. I got a whole stack of different kind of pages to put in. But anyway, I'm making, see, here's one. This one is done. This is finished. Isn't that pretty? This is a hairband that I just put on there just as a closure. But actually, I want to add some tags with ribbons, so I got fluff hanging out the top. But look at how cute those edges are. I love this one. But this one, I think this is finished. See, it's got some of my coloring mandalas I cut and put in there. But see, this one here, that's also an orchid. An orchid. But each one of these pages has a tab on it. And that one's got a pocket, tabs, orchid, orchid, possums, no, porpoises, or dolphins, I don't know. Pocket, tags, pages, pockets and tags. See, I'll put a string in this tag so it hangs out the top so it'll be fluffy. Music sheets, map sheets, orchid greenhouses, it says right there. Pocket with tags, pocket with no tag. I gotta put tag in that one. So it's not done. What the heck? It's not done. Pocket with tags. There's a flower. Pocket with tags. More stuff. Oh, this has got a slidey doohickey on it. You go like this, and it says hugs and kisses. And then you slide it back. Isn't that cute? And then it says impressive. That is impressive, right? I colored that butterfly. This is one of those inked leaves. Made a pocket out of it with tags. That's another piece of a coloring something I colored. Mandala. But this is what they look like when I'm done. Music sheet, pocket, front of a card, a handmade card, wrinkled paper out of the trash. It's not really out of the trash. I don't know where it got wrinkled. Wrinkled is supposed to give it some kind of, this is a card with flip out. This one, look at that's got a little heart with googly eyes on it. And this one is just a little tuck spot there. This is a page that was one of my glue sheets. And more pictures of orchids. Another piece of a mandala to make a pocket. Another orchid. And another page says contented. This one's got 20 bucks. I love this moment. This makes me happy. 20 bucks. You think that's real 20 bucks? Not legal tender. Well, how in the world? And there's another pocket that's a piece of a mandala that I colored. And a little tag and another tag. I like this that it's got tabs on every page. Another orchid, and then doily. Love you so much, it says. And this is just a little flip, and then put a little tag in there. Dreams, generations, another orchid. Just fun pages to journal on. Fun pages, fun pages. There's another piece of that, what I glued stuff on there. The napkin and then music sheets. Just glued them on there. This was scribble art. I just scribbled and then cut it in pieces to make pockets. So you can just, and then I got one on that side too. It's the same way I did that other one. And there's a pocket. It says, never try to teach a pig to sing. It only wastes your time and annoys the pig. And then I'll put tag in. Oh, this tag is just a tag off of a pair of breeches. Yeah, put that in there. I thought it was a pretty cool tag. Not my britches, it was my daughter's britches, but she saves me her tags. See there? It says today I am thankful. I didn't make that. That was in Happy Mail. Somebody else made that. I don't do work that pretty. Oh, there's a piece of vellum, and I put stuff on that one. Piece of paper. And in the back, I got a library card with a library card in it. It says this book belongs to whoever. But anyhow, and then just to close up, I have this. It's a hairband, and that's what closes it up. It's going to be in my auction. Okay, I don't know if I'll put this video up or not because to me it's probably goofy. And if you watched this movie to the very end, then put down in the comments, I watched to the very end. And we'll pick somebody and send them a prize. Just a little door prize, nothing fancy. Nothing fancy, it'll just be a little door prize. Because I'm going back to bed now. Okay, thanks for keeping me company while I wasn't in bed. I was trying to figure out this dumb live stream. I think at the end of July, I will not be living. I won't be live streaming anymore at the end of July. August 1st, out the window, because I don't think I'm going to figure out a way to do it. Okay, love you guys. May God bless you. Every move you make, every step you take, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.